Hello, it's Alyssa with Holistic Living. Welcome back to part 3 of March 2022's tarot read. So for this, I wanted to ask about the current world events. I wanted to ask about the our country and the you country that you're seeing all over. I wanted to ask about the our country's leader. So he's being portrayed as this horrible, evil person who is just, you know, throwing bombs in and blowing up a ton of people. That's, I mean, to be blunt, that's how they are portraying him. I don't see that. I see him as being one of the people in the forefront of taking out the deep followed by state. That's what I see. I've always seen him the past few years, but especially more in the past year or two as being this person. He is playing a role. He is allowing himself to be played out as a certain way so that he can get done what he has to get done. I feel like all of the leaders are in this together with 45 and team. And no one would ever think that if you're watching the MSM or listening to people, be all fearful. Do I think that there are stuff there were things that needed to be blown up? Yes, but it's not at all for what you think. And I felt like the masses were out of harm's way. So whether or not any single person, whether that means, every single person is safe, I feel like when you're in something like this, that's not a guarantee. So I do feel like they're probably, in situations like this in general, there's always people that sign on to go out for the cause. And I do feel like there is a little bit of that, but it's not the everyday person, because they're trying to say that that's not what he's about at all. And that he is actually very much for liberating. He wants to liberate his country and the world from that energy, from those people. So even as I'm talking now, I'm getting more on it. But I've been doing little reads on him all along, because I feel what they're saying, I know, is not at all what's really going on. So I will tell you what I got. But the first question I did ask was, is he working for 45 and team? Good guy. So right away, an ace. So aces are yeses, and an ace of wands is like, he's very passionate about it. He's very energetic about it. He just wanted to get going. I almost feel like he's like a step ahead. But yes, he's very much for winning. He's winning this. To him, there's no, I don't know if you want to say plan B, but it's what he's doing and he's going to win. So that's the energy. And he's doing it for the good of the people, for the next generation. He's doing it out of, I feel it from a heart space. So I feel like this may not be the original guy either. I feel there's a possibility over the past, I almost want to say decade or so, that this person has either been swapped out or this person has been approached and, he chose to go the direction of the alliance. So I know that we're seeing this with a lot of people. They've been either swapped out for players, but I do feel like with him, the person in there right now is the person playing the P, which, I don't want to say his name, but his last name starts with the P, and he runs the R country. He is very much for the people. I mean, he wants to be done, and he wants to be done now. He's done, like he's over it. So, and I don't blame him, because we're all over it too. So it's a secretive plan. It's a secretive plan that he has, and it's a strategy that he's doing. So he's, like I said, he's allowing himself to be portrayed a certain way. It's almost like he accepted that as his role and he's fine with that. He just wants to clean it up. He wants the cleanup crew. That's what he's doing. He's got a leg up. So it's almost like he jumped in and he's the first one to jump in and get moving. That's kind of what I feel, because I feel like he was tired of, he felt like it was one thing after the next, after the next. That's what this kind of card is. You can't, you're just, even though you have these cards behind you, it's like you're getting a little bit down focusing on this. And I feel like that's kind of what his energy was. He was tired of the games. He just got moving. And he does have the higher ground. And this is kind of, this is his energy of he's fine standing in his power speaking. This is like a speaker card. It's like he's fine doing the role. It's like he's good doing the role. He's good doing the speaking, but he wants it over with. So I gotta be honest. I mean, don't you guys feel that same way? So I feel that yes, this is, so they gave me the same two cards. He was tired of it, and he's doing it for the good of the people, the good of the children. It's an unconventional way. This is an unconventional approach, and he was okay with taking the lead on that. I feel like he's ready to flip things because he feels like it's been imbalanced. So he's moving forward to flip it, but he's definitely still on guard. So I feel he's on guard, to be honest. I think he's on guard with both sides, but he's definitely on guard with the bad guys. So, yeah, so he's got the leg up. He's one step ahead. It's almost like they're showing me he's independent. He's like an independent thinker, but he's doing it. He's moving forward for the good of the people in his plan. So he's involved with the good military too. He's got teams. And he's also involved with the 45 Alliance team. But I almost think they would have actually wanted him to wait a minute, but he was not. He was like over it. Yeah. It's a tower moment for people to wake up to what's going on, and they want the focus on the U country. The U country is incredibly corrupt. It's been corrupt for a long time for money laundering and trafficking and other stuff for the deep followed by state. And this brings out certain big names of past presidents, etc., that have gone on there. And that's the light that they wanted to shed. That's the focus. So what's going on between the R and the U countries is not at all what people think. So there's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of inner fighting on almost like the approach to it, but he just went all in, and this is and it's to liberate. So it's for the children. This is also the sun, the best card in the deck, to bring on that new energy and clear out all that muck, because there's a lot of physical things also in the U country that are underground that they wanted to get a hold of. So it's not just for trafficking purposes or laundering purposes. There's also other weaponry, is what I'm hearing in my ear. And it'll be successful in what they're doing. So, wow. We'll have to keep tabs on that, because I also feel like you're going to see it within other countries. But it's going to be the same kind of idea. So don't have fear with it, okay? Stay tuned for part 4.